Hey guys, it's Gina and I'm bringing you this Dia de los Muertos wreath or Day of the Dead. I hope you guys enjoy it. Most things are from the Dollar Tree and the 99-cent store. There's a couple things from Michael's, but that is it. The first thing is the wreath form itself. It's wire. And then pipe cleaners, the mask. This one's from the 99-cent store. Ribbon from Michael's, very cheap. And lots of flowers. Were mostly from Dollar Tree, but there was a couple of 99-cent store flowers in there. If you want a more colorful wreath like this one, I recommend at least getting 3 of each flower, and then you need a glue gun. So the first thing I'm doing with the mask is cutting the elastic cord in half and putting it down and trying to make it as even as possible on the ring and on the sides. So I'm just kind of folding it and pulling it as hard as I can so it's in one spot. Now I'm folding them over to the front like I showed you, and this time I'm gluing them on to make sure they're really secure, and then cutting off the excess. And then I'm also gluing the actual mask to the wire to make sure it really stays, especially if you're going to be putting it outside. It needs to be really secure. And then I'm also doing the back to make sure it's all secure. And I'm testing it. It seems to be good. So next I am going to be cutting the ribbon. It's up to you what color ribbons you want in your whole scheme. So what I'm doing is taking one color at first and just wrapping it around the wire to see what length it is that I want. And then once you do that, you can go ahead and cut it. Make sure to kind of cut it at an angle so it looks a little bit more finished and polished and pretty. It's up to you at the end if you want to burn your ends. All you do is get a lighter and burn them, but that's up to you. I didn't do that. So basically here I am cutting it, and then I'm going to measure all the other colors that I want, and so they're all pretty much even. You can do some a little bit longer and a little bit shorter. It's up to you. I pretty much kept my uniform, but there were some that were a little off, but it did make it look good. So I believe there's about 6 of each color that I did in the end, and I'm just tying them a simple knot, and that was it. And later on I'm going to glue them to make sure they're super secure. At this point, what I'm doing is taking the flowers off of the stems. Make sure you have that plastic piece in the back so it keeps its form. And then I'm arranging them around the face first because I'm going to glue them around there first and then work on the wire rim. For the inner OCD person, I had to cover up the white little parts that were cut out in the eyeballs. It wasn't anything too noticeable, but I got a Sharpie and just blackened it out for my eyes only. For this wreath, it really is about arrangement of the flowers and the patterns that you choose. So I went back and forth and switched it. Even went back to the store to go get more flowers at one point. So you're going to kind of have to play with it. So the way I did to secure the flowers was use the pipe cleaners, put it through that hole where the stem would go, and then when you flip it over to the inside, it pokes through, and just fold it down, and that is really secure. Just pull on it, make sure that it is. You don't have to glue it or anything. You can also skip this step if you just want to glue the flowers on, but like I said, it's a wreath, double secure for me. Using the pipe cleaners allows you to have errors. You can move it around back and forth how you want also. So here is where I'm gluing on the flowers to the mask. This is the inner part right by the mask because you want to cover up that whole area so it doesn't look kind of cheesy. And I'm gluing the back also, and I'm securing those ribbons like I told you that I was going to do later on. I just put glue at each end of the ribbons, not each individual ribbon. Now this is the fun part, tying those flowers onto there. The smaller the little piece of pipe cleaner, the better. I started with this big one just to test it out. So I literally twisted them every way to make sure that they would stay. So basically, you're just tying them on there. There's not really rhyme or reason to it. And this is pretty much when I'm done. This is just having the pipe cleaners on, and then I'm making sure I have everything where I want it, just making sure it looks good, it's full, You gotta make sure it's full. So this little spider here is a random foam spider. This is not necessary. This is an optional thing, so that's why I didn't put it in the beginning. I'm covering up all the holes, the nose holes and the eyes holes. Sorry, the eye holes. Just because I think it gives it a little bit more. I don't know. Just a little something more. Because when I put it against the door when I was first making it, it's like, you could see the door, not too impressive. So you could choose to put a color behind it. I just chose to use black, and I just glued them right on there. And this is me securing all those pipe cleaners. Do you see how they're all twisted on there? Make sure they're staying. This part is also optional. I found these cute little teeny tiny colorful flowers at the 99-cent store. So I'm basically taking them off like I was, but just gluing them in between the flowers to make it more colorful, but yet make it more full, and maybe like take any of the patches that you could see through there. So that covers that a lot. So it is kind of a good idea, but it's not necessary either. It's up to you and the kind of flowers you use and everything you do. So guys, this is the finished product. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it inspires you. This is actually a really easy craft. It might not look like it, but it is an easy beginner's craft. I did get inspiration from Pinterest. I forgot to mention that. I don't want to say that I didn't, because I did. But this is my own version of it. It sticks pretty close to their version of it. I will hopefully leave the link down below. But if not, you could just look it up and you'll find it. There's hardly any of these kind of wreaths out there. This is the kind of wreath that you can leave out year round if you're into that style. And let me know if you guys made one. Tag me on Instagram, GinaGina909. I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye.